Okay, guys, good afternoon, and again, thank you for waiting. We had obviously a bunch of seniors today, and it's senior day, but at the same time, they have a lot of football to play. So we didn't spend a lot of time on that, but certainly thankful to them because, again, that's the most important part of any program is your players, and they closed out a regular season at home undefeated, which was a big feat for us. A lot of progress, and it's I know there's a lot of people here I've known for a long time since I played. The defending home base and playing, winning football at home was always right at the top of the food chain and the top of the priority list. And then I also want to acknowledge our fans for coming out all year long and doing a really good job supporting this team. I mean, every single week, whether it be home or away, but today it's a focus on the ones that were here and the ones that have been here all year because we certainly have felt them all year long. We're thankful for that. And that'll keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then also a shout out to, I had my teammate, roommate for a year, a guy that a lot of Miami Hurricanes know really well, Jean Stavern, passed away this week. And for myself and a lot of other guys that had him as a teammate, he was here in the late 80s, early 90s, for you guys that don't know. And he may not have been on the All-American list as a performer. He was an absolute five-star teammate, human being. Who battled injuries and was always there for everybody. So to him and his family, I love him, miss him, and all right, obviously on to the game. So story of the game was the defense, without a doubt. After that first series and the busted coverage, that's what Miami Hurricane defense should look like. And then offensively, we had our struggles. We caused a lot of it ourselves with penalties and with miscues and drop balls and some turnovers or whatnot, but the defense, we leaned on them, and they came through in a big-time way. And even when they were on short fields, I haven't seen a defensive performance like that anywhere in a long time. That was really awesome, and they certainly deserve all the credit and all the mention of the game. So that being said, questions, please.
Mario, you pointed out that it was, after that first drive, the defense was pretty much airtight, 2.3 yards per play the rest of the way. I know they're working hard, and a lot of it has been big plays and busts, but just how much did they need, maybe not a complete 60 minutes, but a really solid effort start to finish?
No doubt. I mean, we felt it during the bye week. So even though they scored first, we were more along the lines of everybody settled down. The couple things that hurt us on that drive, we've been good at, and we fixed them. We're going to play better against those particular things and formations and alignments and routes. And it was a tremendous turnaround for them in terms of communication, alignment, assignment. Those guys were able to play fast, and they played with an edge today. And they knew that the game was going to come down to them providing stops because we've been really good offensively all year, and we had struggles. We had our struggles, but we play as a team. And November is funny, man. November is you take the games, you take the wins as you can get them, and certainly it was really important to get that one today.
Mario, what do you think? Know every week, obviously. Now you know. Want to know next week, and you're going to Charlotte. Just how nice is it to say that we got 10 wins, perfect at home, yes, a couple boxes checked, but now the good stuff.
Yeah, well, the entire focus on getting better. To play against a really good team at their place. In the Dome, I haven't been up there in a long, long time. Certainly a tough place to play, and they're a really good football team. And I know they were winning today as I was walking out the locker room. So certainly all focus, all attention has already been turned to that game.
Coach, you got a great second half from Jordan Lyle today. Can you just speak to that?
I mean, you've seen it since camp. The guy's a really good football player. He's explosive. We've been really healthy at back all year, and we stay that way. So sometimes with the way the ball comes out in the RPO game, sometimes we don't get as many touches as we plan throughout the course of a game. But his work ethic and his performance in practice, it warranted him getting the ball today. And when he got the opportunity, he made it happen in a big-time way. Great job by him and a bunch of other guys.
Coach, in the first half, there was a lot of incomplete passes, I would say, and that would have potentially put more points up on the board. So, I mean, what was lacking in the first half of the game? Because you guys have Syracuse next week, and it's going to be colder up there too.
Well, it'll be indoors, so the temperature in there will be about 68, so it's probably almost identical, as to what we're playing in today. Artificial turf, great venue to play in. For us, it came in the form of batted balls. It came in the form of drop passes. There was an overthrow or two, maybe we were off. We certainly weren't in sync, but penalty. I mean, we had a penalty on two penalties on two critically important big games. and one was in the form of a formational adjustment, which we haven't had all year. So we were our own worst enemy at times today, but we do what we always do. We play as a team, and we find a way to come together and get it done. And certainly that's what happened today. Today was spearheaded by the defense.
Mario, the one thing I noticed that you were doing effectively was your ability to get first downs on first downs. So did that enable you to really open up the playbook a lot, knowing that you didn't have to go 2 or 3 downs, and you were that efficient on first down to create a lot of things?
I mean, all year long, it's been a pretty good characteristic of what we do offensively. Again, there were some things we did good, and we were in third and manageable for the most part, but all of it was created by the defense. I mean, the defense, the momentum that they created, I mean, they never flinched. I mean, ball turned over at the, inside the 20, inside the 35, again inside the 35, a turnover, and they just kept playing. I mean, really, really special effort by those guys, and certainly their momentum and their energy at the end of the game helped the offense catch some fire with good field position and made some scores happen.
Coach, during the bye week, what would you say the biggest defensive adjustment was made in order to have this performance today?
Communication, alignment, assignment, and really just the leadership council, the players on this football team just deciding that they've had enough and that they were going to make things better from top to bottom, and they did. They went out here today and they proved it. And I thought it's even better. You don't want to allow a touchdown, but I thought it was neat that after they scored on their opening possession, that was it. That was it. The only other, was another miscue on special teams where we allowed a kickoff return for a touchdown. So again, hats off the defense and all those players. They played an unbelievable game.
We're gonna have a few more for Coach.
Mish Powell had a great game.
Mhm.
What has he meant to this program? I know he's been here only 1 year and he was 5 years at the other program. What
Yeah,
has he
just
meant?
really smart, self-starting team player. Loves the game of football. Really loves his teammates. Plays hard for them. Prepares hard with them. He's all about being a great teammate. He's all about winning. I mean, you can't say anything but super positive things about him. He's like these other guys back here. There's Akeem Mesidor back there. These guys are unique because they've seen a lot of football. They've played a lot of football. Jacoby George back there as well. This means the world to them. So even though sometimes it may not look pretty, they're going to do whatever it takes to get it done and to find a way to get that 1-0.
Mario, what do you think it says about the team that, given the fact that it's a one-score game in the fourth quarter, they didn't get jittery, they locked in, put up 22 points, and pitched a shutout on defense that, what do you think that says about the team and their culture and attitude?
Well, I'm going to keep saying it every week. I mean, football is 4 quarters of football. I know everybody wants it to look like that in the first quarter. It's rarely going to happen, So we happen to be a very good fourth quarter team. We keep finding ways to try to ignite ourselves to be more efficient and play better just team football, coach better team football so we can have some better results in some of the earlier parts of the game. But at the same time, they've got people on scholarship too. They have 11, 12 games of tape on us, and in November, you always want to get the victory, and games are going to be funny. Scores are kind of all over the place. And that being said, I love the way our team just finds a way to dig deep, to hold each other accountable, and find a way to get it done at the end.
We're gonna do 2 quick ones. We're gonna do 2 quick ones to wrap. We're gonna go to Jordan, then we'll end with Tim Reynolds. Jordan, go ahead.
Mario, Ahmad Moten, were without for the first half after the targeting call at Georgia Tech, and as soon as he came in, it seemed like he made a pretty instant impact. Just the value he's brought, especially on the D line where you have so many guys that may fly under the radar. He's
getting better and better. I think guys like I just mentioned before, Akeem Mesidor, those guys are having an impact on him. Really unlocking some of the ability and potential that he could bring on a week-by-week basis to this program. So really proud of Ahmad. I mean, sitting for a half isn't the most fun thing in the world, especially after a really physical play. Those things are, judgment calls, they are what they are. So proud of him, and we're going to push Ahmad really hard because he has greatness in him, and we're going to get every ounce out of it.
Great. Last question for Tim. Before the game, Mario, you're obviously out there, 27 handshakes and hugs with your seniors. What was that moment like for you to have
I
a
was
moment of gratitude?
busting their chops, every single one of them. I'm like, hey man, I'm not gonna cry, so you better not cry. But it's like, hey, and they can tell you, every single one was, we have a lot of football to play. So, but at the same time, thanking them because what we do is really hard, and what we've we've had to do to get to the point where our goals are intact. Right now, November 23rd, 2024, everything that's been done till now has been really difficult and trying and challenging, and these guys have just stood tall, and every ounce of it, man, they're here for it. So love them. Can't wait to get back to work. I guess as soon as we get a chance to get back on the bus and watch the next tape on the next one. So really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.